All right, now to deal with some of that storage space issue, which right now, if you look at my plan, all my rooms are good to go. Some of them lack storage space. And there's some other spaces lacking too, which we'll talk about later. But if I were to put storage space in some of these rooms, then I would really start to cut down on the square footage available for the room itself and the bathrooms and things like that. I started this plan off, the house, or the footprint was about 1,800 square feet or so. And as you go, as you design and you add walls and closets and garages and other things like that, all of those things take up space, and it takes up what we call living space, or there's actually another term for it. I can't think of it right now. But conditioned space, basically. Any area of the home or the building that is conditioned counts as part of your living space. But, you know, of course, the space between the walls, closets, and garages do not count. So I, again, started with about 1,800 square feet. I'm down to a little over 1,300 square feet. So I can actually add some without really worrying about going, too big or anything like that. And to add space, what I want to do is stretch out a couple of these walls. And to do that, I'm just really going to click on a wall, and let's see. I'm going to move the wall. I'm going to use the move tool because the move tool allows me to do, well, two things. It allows me to move it a certain distance by typing in that distance, or there's another way of doing it, and there's 10 different ways to do everything in this program. As you see, I've got this wall selected, and it conveniently has an automatic temporary dimension, and I could actually just add 2 feet to this dimension over here. So I'll do it both ways just to show you how it's done. So I have the wall selected. I'm going to select move, and then I'm going to click to select a base point. I'm going to start moving it in the direction I want to go and type in 2 feet. All right, so I just extended that wall 2 feet. All right, now on this wall, I want to extend this one 2 feet as well. Okay, and as I told you before, we have some temporary dimensions that show up when you start clicking on things. Right now, that's at 4 feet 6 inches from, looks like it's measuring off of this closet wall right there. And I'm going to add 2 feet to that, so it'll make it 6 feet 6 inches. And then that, of course, does the same thing. I'll move this little partition here, this closet partition, over just a little bit, kind of get it closer to the center. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. Okay, so now I just created more square footage in all of those rooms over here on this side. Storage space was not an issue over here, but it was beginning to become an issue over here and over here. So let's see. Well, a couple of things I'm going to do. Okay, for closets, I need some closet space for the master bedroom. I can put it in the bathroom that this right here is going to be, or I could somehow integrate it into the bedroom, or kind of make it as a walk-through closet that you walk through the closet to the bathroom. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a simple, her closet, his on one side of the bathroom, hers on the other. All right, so I'm going to place a wall here, and I'm going to place a wall here. I don't know how far those are yet. Okay, that gives me, if I look right here, it gives me a little over 2 feet of space. So I'm going to move that up. I'm going to actually move it up to about, well, I want to move it to 4 feet. Okay, I'm finding myself probably needing to add yet more space. And we might come back and deal with that a little bit later. But again, I'll move that wall. I want to move it up about 2 feet. Well, see, it didn't work. 2 feet. This morning, just woke up a few hours ago, so I'm still trying to get going. All right, so that gives me a really good closet space right here. I want the same thing for this room, for this closet over on this side, but it looks like if I do that, I'm really going to be squeezing out my bathroom. So we'll come back later and look at that. You may think of your own idea or your own thing. Now I can do some more wall expansions, and I might do that, okay, but I haven't really decided yet. Another thing I want to do is create some space down here for the kitchen. I need some pantry space, and also need somewhere to put a refrigerator. So I thought of this really neat idea to come here in this guest bathroom and placing a wall about 2 feet into the room, or actually it's going to be taking up the room now. So it's like 2 feet 6 inches. That's good. That'll work. 2 feet 6 inches, and that leaves me 80 square feet for this bathroom down here, which is fine. And I want to actually create a little nook over here for a refrigerator to go into. And let's see, that's 3 feet. Don't need it quite that, or 3 feet 3 inches. Okay, anytime you zoom in, you actually create smaller increments for any of your dragging and dropping and stuff like that. So we're at about 3 feet 2 inches there. 2 feet 11 inches. That's probably pretty. All right, there we go. 3 feet and 9/16 of an inch. That's good. Alrighty, and we'll place another piece of wall right here. Okay, so that'll be a refrigerator nook. This will be pantry space and probably a little bit of storage space. So, you know, we have somewhere to store the food. And that's pretty much it. That is your floor plan. I still have that closet to deal with, which I'll come back. I won't bore you with that. You might can figure out something to do on your own. As a matter of fact, it's probably good to figure out something to do on your own and then come back and compare it with what I have done. But I want to move on from here, and we'll start doing doors and windows next.